Alright, so let's analyze yung magiging play-in, playoffs, early play-in, playoffs predictions sa NBA. So, ang makikita natin dito, may play-in tournament dito. So, potentially, Lakers and New Orleans Pelicans ay maglalaban para sa first so yung winner ng 9th seed and 10th seed papasok mag-a-advance dito. Okay? And then the winner of the 7th and 8th seed, which is Minnesota and the Clippers, the winner will advance to face Memphis and the loser will face the winner of this series. Sounds complicated because it's true. I think Lakers can beat the Pelicans. So, laglag ang Pelicans, Lakers dito. And then, I think this will be Minnesota taking it. So, we will have Memphis, Minnesota sa first round. And then, it's gonna be battle for LA in the play-in. So, Lakers, Clippers. Uh, I think... I think when you think about it, I think the Lakers have been collapsing a bit. So, maybe the Clippers are going to beat the Lakers in the play-in. And we're going to have the Western Conference Finals rematch between the Suns and the Clippers in the first round. What a difference a year makes. So, I think it's going to be Phoenix, LA, Utah, Dallas, Golden State, Denver, and Memphis, Minnesota. Phoenix and LA Clippers is quite an interesting series, but I don't think the Clippers have enough firepower to withstand against Phoenix. So it's gonna be Phoenix edging out Utah in I think 6 games, or maybe 5 to 6 games. Phoenix. So Utah Dallas. One thing to note in Utah is now they are pretty much predictable to be beaten in the playoffs. But one thing to note about Dallas is that they always fall to Utah, right? So I think this is an interesting series. Phoenix, Utah, and Phoenix, Dallas could be a good second round series if you ask me. But if I were the betting man, I'm going with Dallas. Spencer Dinwiddie has been amazing over the past few games when he got traded to the Mavs. I think it will be Dallas beating out Utah in 7. So second round will be Phoenix Dallas. And then this one Golden State Denver Nuggets. How soon is Jamal Murray coming back is what I'm leaning towards to. If Jamal Murray comes back, I think Denver can beat Golden State in like 7 games. But if Jamal Murray isn't back, I think Golden State can beat Denver in like 6 games. I'm going with Golden State. Uh, but that is also dependent on the Stephen Curry injury, which I can get to in the second round. Memphis, Minnesota. I mean, much as I love the resurgence of the Timberwolves, I think I'm gonna have to go with Ja Morant on this. So it's gonna be Memphis, Minnesota in the second round. So Memphis winning against Minnesota. So it's gonna be Golden State and Minnesota, Golden State and Memphis and Phoenix, Dallas. What I predict in the second round. Okay, Eastern Conference. Charlotte, Atlanta. I'm going to go with the Hawks here. I think their playoff experience being the Eastern Conference runner-ups last year could give them the edge of a blossoming LaMelo Ball. And I mean, LaMelo is pretty much inconsistent. And Okongwu is getting some pretty good plays by far. So I'm going with Atlanta winning this, and then Charlotte is out of the play-in. Sorry, Michael Jordan. Toronto, Brooklyn. I think For this one, I think Brooklyn will win. So Brooklyn will face Milwaukee in the first round. And Toronto will face Atlanta here. And I think I'm leaning towards Toronto winning against Atlanta, and they will face the Heat in the first round series. So Miami, Toronto. So it's Lowry versus his former team. Uh, with the in I think Miami can beat Toronto in 5 games. 6 games if Jimmy Butler isn't 100%, but I'm seeing Miami, Toronto for Miami. I think it's Miami, Toronto, and then Miami will edge it out in 5 games. Boston, Chicago. I think this is an interesting series. Boston, very very good late in the season. Chicago, very very good early in the season, but they tend to fall up into the top 4 teams in the East. I think this will go to 7 games, and I hate to break it to you, but I think I'm leaning towards Boston if they keep the momentum. So it's gonna be Miami, Boston in the second round. Then Philadelphia, Cleveland. Up, I'm going Philadelphia. There's no. I think Philadelphia will edge out Cleveland in like 5 games for me. Embiid playing MVP level, and then Milwaukee, Brooklyn. I think this will go. Uh, I think this will go by like 6 or 7 games. And I think Ben Simmons isn't available yet. I don't think Durant is going to be a first round exit. But I don't think the Bucks are gonna be the first round exit. So it's very hard if we say it's Milwaukee, Brooklyn in the first round. I'm going with the champs, Milwaukee. I think Giannis will go beast mode on already depleted Brooklyn team, and then Steve Nash will get fired. I mean, that's the way it is. So it's gonna be Phoenix, Dallas, Golden State, Memphis, Miami, Boston, and we're getting the Philadelphia Milwaukee matchup between Embiid and Antetokounmpo. I think Phoenix can beat out Dallas. I just don't think Dallas is ready yet. And call me crazy, but I'm going with Memphis beating out Golden State. Depends on the Curry injury, but I don't think Golden State can beat Memphis. Maybe by experience they can beat. They have the experience factor, but in a 7 game series, I think Memphis can beat Golden State. So the West Finals is gonna be Phoenix, Memphis. I'm sorry, I know everyone's Golden State, Phoenix Finals, Western Conference Finals matchup, but I think it's Phoenix, Memphis. Unless Golden State make a resurgence to 2, and Memphis falls down to 3, then it's gonna be Phoenix, Golden State on the Western Conference Finals. Miami, Boston. I'm going with Miami. And then Philadelphia, Milwaukee. I think this is the time. I think Embiid should go on MVP mode to beat out Milwaukee. But that's a big but. Would James Harden be the X factor and can beat out Milwaukee in a 7 game series? Bernan, the Philadelphia 76ers have been like what? Pretty much underdogs for the rest of the like their roster is very very newsworthy, for the lack of a better term. Tingin ko Philadelphia, Milwaukee. I mean, Milwaukee is the champion, but they can be edged out by Philadelphia. I'm going Philadelphia 7 games. So it's Miami, Philadelphia in the East Finals, and then we're going to Phoenix, Memphis in the West Finals. And yeah, end the video.